Okay, so here we go. Here's kind of a standard dilution question. So what volume of 1 molar NaCl solution do you need to make 250 mils of a 0.2 mole per liter NaCl solution? All right, well, what do we have here? I have 1.0 moles per liter. Well, that's a concentration. I have 250 milliliters, and that is a volume. And then I have 0.20 moles per liter, and that's also a concentration. So my formula here is going to be CIVI equals CFVF. Okay, and that is given to me up here. Why? Because I only have concentrations and volumes. And the question is asking me for what volume. Okay, well now I need to figure out which one is initial and which one's final. And if we remember, the thing that it told us was that the initial volume is always going to be less than the final volume, okay? And the initial concentration is always going to be more than the final concentration. Okay, well, with that information, this is going to be the initial concentration, and this would be the final concentration. Now I need to decide this 250 milliliters is which concentration is that going with? Well, I'm going to go back and I'm going to read in my question here. So what volume of the 1.0 mole per liter NaCl solution do you need to make 250 of a 0.2 mole per liter solution? So with that information, that's telling me that the 250 milliliters goes with the 0.2 moles per liter. So this must be a final volume. Now I would also notice at this point that milliliters and liters, okay, so I'm going to go back to page 1, and I would notice that I have to multiply this by a factor of 0.001, okay, and that would get me, so 250 times 0.001 gives me 0.250 liters, okay, so I have to use liters. All right, so now the question is asking me, oh, sorry, so this is the initial volume. Question is asking me for, because that's the only one left. So I'm going to rearrange this so that I'm solving for the initial volume there. So I'm going to divide both sides by the initial concentration to leave me with the initial volume is equal to the final concentration times the final volume all over the initial concentration. And now I'm going to substitute in my values. Okay, so final concentration 0.20 moles per liter times by 0.250 liters, all divided by this 1.0 moles per liter. Well, moles per liter cancels out, so I'm going to be left with just liters. That's what I expect for a volume. All right, perfect. So let's put this into our calculator. Now, in order to put it into our calculator, I'm going to want to put brackets around this so that I'm saying all of that divided by the value on the bottom. So I'm going to put bracket 0.2 times 0.25 divided by, all divided by, right, 1. All right, and I get a value of initial volume of 0.05 liters. Okay, well, here we go. Let's see how many significant figures I need to report to. Here I have 2, 3, and 2. So I need to report to 2 significant figures. So what I'm going to do actually here is, even though it doesn't ask me to, I'm going to report this in milliliters. So I'm actually going to end up timesing this by 1,000. Actually, sorry, let's not do it that way. Let's divide it by the same factor, so 0.001 is our conversion factor. So I'm going to take that, divide it by 0.001, enter, and I get 50. Okay, perfect. That's a great 2-digit value. So it is 50 milliliters that I need of the initial 1.0 mole per liter solution. Perfect. Thank you for paying attention to this particular solution, and we'll see you at the next example.